Alright. Get in there. It's one of the few horror posters I have that is double-sided, and it looks really good in the light box, so I figured I'd go ahead and sport that for a little while. It really is a pain putting posters in this light box. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and do this overview. I've been rearranging my posters. That's what I did this past Sunday. Because I want to put some more horror posters up here. Let me zoom out. I got some video promos I want to display, so I moved those further up and closer. I took down that shelf because it really made no sense at all. I don't know why I had it up there. It was a pain in the butt, especially when I was wanting to get to some movies. So I took down that shelf. I'm going to use that shelf for something else. I'll show you guys what I'm going to use that shelf for. And I decided to put up my Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a reprint. The reprint of the UK quad poster. I like it much better than the American one sheet, that's for sure. And it's got the Chiodo brothers, got their autographs. So I don't have very many autographs in my collection, but I got them. But anyway, this video is about continuing on with the horror DVD overview. So it's going to be a short one. I'm going to go ahead and just go through. I finished the E's. I've got no updates in the previous sections that I covered, so I'm going to continue through F's. It's going to be F's through G's, so I'll go ahead and do that. So as always, thanks for stopping by and checking what I'm up to. So here we go. Faceless. This is a bit of an update. I actually just got this in. I got this because it's 4 movies. And I got this because it's the first time that The Face of Marble hit DVD, as well as The Snake Woman. It also comes with 2 other movies I already have on the MGM Midnight Movies release, which is The Four Skulls of Jonathan Drake and I Bury the Living, which is another good movie. But I got it for the other 2 titles that had never been released from the MGM vault. Maybe Scream's got them. Who knows? This is the Faces of Death. What is this? Part 1 through part 4. Pretty cool pack. I've had this one forever. Fade to Black. It's the old Anchor Bay edition. Family Reunion. I'm going to take that out. Farmhouse. Fatal Frames. There's a bootleg here. Fatal Games. A double feature of The Fear and The Fear Part 2 Halloween Night. This is the Fear Itself series. Yeah, pretty cool little pack. The Fear No Evil, Feast Part 2. I do have Part 1. I'm only doing the DVDs. I'm not doing the Blu-rays. Feast Part 3. This is Feeders 1 and 2. The first one's great. The Part 2, I can barely get through that one. It's a Christmas theme. It's Feeders 2 Sleigh Bells for anybody that's going to see anything Christmas horror. Fetus. Fiend. That's a good one. Fiend Without a Face. Film Gore, hosted by Elvira. It's just a bunch of horror movie clips. The Final. Fire in the Sky. I got Film Gore because I actually used to have this on tape, so it's very nostalgic. So I had to go after that. Here is Firestarter. It contains the original and a sequel to the original. So I still have this in here because that sequel, I like the sequel. Flashback, The Flesh Eaters. Here's a double feature of Flesh Eaters from Outer Space and Invasion, Flesh and Blood. Both fun movies. Flesh Eating Mothers, Flight of the Living Dead. That's a fun one. I like that one too. Flesh Feast, Flesh Freaks. I haven't watched that one in forever. Flick, pretty cool. Pretty cool one. A double feature of the remake of The Fly and the sequel to the remake, Fly 2. Both fun movies. Food of the Gods. Here's one of my favorites. Gnaw, Food of the very loose sequel. Gnaw, Food of the Gods Part 2. I like this movie so much I even put it in like a white keep case because I'm weird like that. The Forest. Forest Primeval. Forever Evil. This is a heck of an edition, 2-disc edition. Found. A 4-course meal. 4 Flies on Grey Velvet. Still have yet to watch that. Alright, coming on down. Here's a horror collection pack here. This is Fox Horror Classics. Contains, as you can see, The Lodger, The Undying Monster, and Hangover Square. Frankenfish. The Legacy Edition for the original Frankenstein, including the sequels and all kinds of bonus features with that. This is a cool one, Frankenstein 80. Frankenstein Meets the Space Monster. Frankenstein Reborn. Frankenstein's Daughter. Frankenstein Unbound. And that's it with the Frankensteins. There's definitely a few Frankenstein titles I want to go after, but the ones I want are like really out of print, so I gotta get those for a reason, if I can find them for a reasonable price. But anyway, Freak, The Freak Maker, Freaks, French Sex Murders. No, I'm not answering that phone. Fright. It's probably my wife telling me she's on her way home. The Frightening. We get here about the same time. I'm trying to do this before kids get here. Jeffrey Combs and Frightmare. Slasher movie Frightmare. Same title. Cool sequel. Fun sequel. Fright Night Part 2. Frog. However you say it. Frogs. From a Whisper to a Scream. Fun horror anthology. Also known as The Offspring. From Beyond the Grave. Another good one. From Hell It Came. Frontiers. Frostbiter. That's another fun one. And make sure that doesn't have a... I'm just making sure it's not a double feature. No. Okay. Full Moon Classics Volume 1. It contains Shadow Zone, Seed People, which is one of my favorites. I've seen it as a kid. Neither World, Bad Channels, another fun one. Arcade, Robot Wars, which is more of a sci-fi flick. Mandroid, Lurking Fear, which is another favorite of mine from the Full Moon vault there. Lurking Fear is cool. Invisible of Whatever, and Dark Angel. That's on the volume 2. I've read all of them. Alright, moving forward, another movie that really needs a legit special edition is a Funeral Home. Funny Man is another good one. And Fury of the Wolfman, another Paul Naschy werewolf flick. Alright, starting the G's, and after the G's I'll just be done for now. So, because the H's, that'll have to be a video of its own. Okay, yeah. Double feature here for the Galaxy Invader and Kong Island. I got this mainly for Galaxy Invader. Why this doesn't have a nice special edition is beyond me. I don't know why. I'm surprised Camp Motion Pictures hasn't looked into trying to release a good edition for the Galaxy Invader, but I'm sure there's a good reason behind that. I don't know. Garden of the Dead, Gargoyles, The Gate. I turned this into a 2-discer. I have the latest DVD that came out not too long ago because I wanted to check out the special features. So I really love The Gate. That's one of my favorites. You gotta love those little minions and stuff. And that's very nostalgic movie. Here's The Gate 2. This is an American edition. There is a Canadian edition as well, and I still have that Canadian edition, but I somehow managed to find this edition some years back at an FYE, which was, I just thought that was crazy. Germ Z. Here's a double feature of The Ghastly Ones and Seeds of Sin. Ghost House, that's a good one. Ghost in the Machine, one of those 90s horrors I remember watching or renting back then. Ghost Keeper, this is one of my favorites that I've discovered thanks to Code Red. I knew nothing about that movie until Code Red released it. I love Ghost Keeper. Ghost Lake, I've yet to watch that. I hear it's terrible. Ghost Rig, same for this one. I got that, I'm not going to lie, just because I kind of like that cheesy late 90s, early 2000s cover art. Here is a late 90s made-for-TV series, Ghost Stories, the complete series. Cheesy stuff, not everybody's going to like that. I like it. Ghost Story, that's a good one. Double feature of Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2. Ghoul School. Giallo, I'm the only person in this world that actually enjoyed watching this movie, and not just because it's from Dario Argento. I mean, I actually enjoyed watching this movie. Probably because I'm not like the biggest Giallo fan out there. That's probably how I was able to enjoy it. But there's a cool Giallo box set that I was glad to get a hold of. It comes with the Bloodstained Shadow, The Case of the Bloody Iris, and Short Night of the Glass Dolls, and Who Saw Her Die. I have yet to watch all those. Here's a good one. The Giant from the Unknown. There's a 2-disc. No, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Double feature for the Wasp Woman and the Giant Gila Monster, and I put it in here because it's Giant Gila Monster comes first on the spine, so it's just kind of weird. Next is a double disc edition for the Giant Spider Invasion. It's a shady bootleg Synergy edition, so but it's better than nothing. I'm glad to have it. It's a fun movie. Here's the Gingerbread box set, which contains 1 through 3. Fun stuff. That's about all I can take. Next is The Girl in Room 2A. Slasher here, Girls Night Out. Girls School Screamers. This one's okay. It's not really memorable at all, but I found it okay enough to keep in the collection. That's Gnaw. It's a cannibal. It's a kind of a weak cannibal movie. I think it could have been a little better. But Goblin, really cheesy stuff here. Goblin. Some of these storylines, like the synopsis, I just can't resist. Something like this, I gotta go for. I'm sure you guys have already checked out a new movie coming out called No Home Alone, which looks hilarious. It's something that I'm gonna get it, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get it. God Monster of Indian Flats. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's real slow, boring kind of. God told me to. Cool horror documentary, Going to Pieces. A fun, really fun creature feature here is Grabbers. Enjoyed Grabbers. I've watched Grabbers like 3 times already. Grandmother's House.
What?
Grave Encounters. Grave of the Vampire. Graveyard Disturbance. Graveyard of Horror. Let's see, where am I at? Graveyard Shift. The Green Slime. That's a fun one. This theme song will get stuck in your head for days. Grim. 2-disc edition for Grizzly. Another fun one. Body parts just flying in the air. It's good, gory, fun, campy Killer Grizzly flick there. The Guardian, another fun 90s horror movie. The Guardian, it's a good one. Gut Pile, Evil Dead knockoff type movie. Fun movie. Gut Pile. And last for the G's, certainly not least, is Gutter Balls. Balls Out uncut version. So, Gutter Balls. And that is it, guys. As always, thanks for stopping by and just checking out my latest videos and stuff. And I think this is gonna, this is gonna be my last video for this month. I think I got in some pretty cool collectibles. I've rearranged some posters and stuff. So I'll do a video. I'll do like a video that's gonna be like one big overview of like horror collectibles and stuff, because I've rearranged a few things and got in some new things. And so yeah, anyway, take it easy, guys, and later.